I am Crazy Hunter X. Welcome everybody. We are doing some Phasmophobia. This is going to be a quick little how-to on an amateur Tanglewood house, one of the easy houses in game. You have your select jobs here. You select your house. We got it on amateur for right now, so we can do an easy walkthrough. You add all your equipment in. For most houses, you need the EMF readers, your thermometers, your cameras, your lighter for your smudge sticks, your crucifixes, your video cameras, tripods once you get those unlocked. The strong flashlights are a must, because those help out so much nice. Your sanity pills for when you go a little crazy. So we got the house selected, we've got our stuff loaded. So now it's just ready up and launched to the house. And depending on if you got it on SSD drive or not, it might take a minute. If you don't, the first house usually takes a little bit to load, but it's not that big of a deal. And boom, and we're in. Alright, to give everybody a little bit of a rundown of what we have, we're going to start over here on the top row. We have our sanity pills for when your brain, right here, drops down to 20 or under. You can pop a pill to bring you back up. Helps keep the haunts from going off as fast. Then you have your thermometer, which, let's pick one of those up. That lets you check the temperature if it'll pop over on the rooms of the houses, so that you can look for freezing temps or any temperatures below 10 degrees. Lets you know that that's the room the ghost is in. That's usually one of the first things I pick up to make it easy. Then you have glow sticks. We use those to mark the crucifixes, which helps with haunts, so that you know once the crucifixes are burned up, they only have two uses, which are the crosses down here. That lets you know if you see the glow sticks and no crucifixes, that they've been burnt. Then you have your squawk boxes. Squawk boxes is so that you can talk to the ghost, ask it how old it is. It'll answer back young, old, and they will lie to you. You can ask it if it's where are you. They'll tell you near, far, that kind of stuff. That's just one of the many tools of finding out what the ghosts are, because you have three different things you're looking for. So you have the spirit box. Then the next lower is pictures for all your evidences, like there'll be Ouija boards, dolls, a bone that you can find in the house, pictures of the ghost itself. Then you have smudge sticks, which are just a sage stick that lets you smudge a house so that you can hopefully prevent a haunt for at least a little bit, or some ghosts you'll actually bring them back to their room because they will wander through the house. Then you have the EMF reader, which is another tool to find out what type of ghost it is. Once you hit level 5 on the EMF, that's a clue. You check it off in your book. Then you have the crucifixes, which we were talking about earlier. You just place them around in the room, hopefully a little spaced out, so that it'll stop multiple haunts. Then we have, let me crouch down so we can see, the lighters for the smudge sticks, salt, so that you can see footprints, get an idea of where they're walking around at. Stand back up, go over here. We have motion sensors. You can put these up in the room so that you can see them on the house map. They will light up, blink if somebody's in the truck to let people know, okay, they're over at this wall, they're at the far left wall, top right wall. It's a good little indicator of narrowing down the area that the ghost is going to start haunting at. Then I think these are sound sensors I might have put in. So these don't look like the light sensors. That'll let you know if any sound's going off. And I did not put any light sensors, but they have another sensor. These are all just to help narrow down the area. Then you have a black light that looks for fingerprints and stuff like that. That's one of the other tools of finding the ghost hints. And I will pull that book up and explain that to y'all here in a little bit. And you have your strong flashlight, which I was telling is a very good light. You start off with just that basic flashlight. It's okay, it works, but as soon as you can get your money to get a strong flashlight, well worth the money. Then you have notebooks that you drop down and you can get the ghost to write in them. that will be the other clue hunter of what type of ghost it is. Then you have these cameras. These are video cameras. They go on these stands once you get those. Or you can literally set them on other other shelves that's in the house. You don't have to use the stands. I personally like the stands because it gets them up even in the room, nice and high, so that you can see them a little bit better. Those, you look for little ghost orbs in the night vision. They make it, that'll be the other evidence that you need. The evidence is, once you find 3 evidence, and you only have 1 ghost per house, or schoolhouse, or prison, depending on which one you're doing. There's only 1 ghost so far. 3 different things. There we go. Not a ghost for that one. It will only be that 1 ghost. So once you get that figured out, you'll know what kind of ghost it is. Alright, let's clear this back off so that we know that we have no evidence. And you do have, too far. I think it's 12 or 13 ghosts that you can find what it is. And at the beginning of the book, it will tell you a little bit about their strengths, their weaknesses, what they need to, the evidence they need to be those. So if you get freezing temps and orbs, you'll go through it and look at all the ones that have freezing temps and orbs and figure out what the other ones need. Then you also have all your tool sets, smudge sticks, Ouija boards, stuff like that that you can find. EMF, it tells you, gives you a good little what each item does. So that's nice that they give you that in the book. Then you have all your photo evidence of if somebody in your party dies, you take a picture of that. If it plays a piano and you can get to it quick enough, you can take a picture of that. If it gives you dirty water in the sink, which let's look to see what our objectives are. So we have to do a smudge in the room where the ghost is at. We have to do motion sensor and a ghost event. And these objectives will change. The top one, the objective one, is always find out what kind of ghost you're dealing with. It gives you the name of the ghost. You will have a ghost that responds to everybody, which means everybody can be in a room, and that's really only for the talk box and the book. The ghost will haunt with multiple people there. It will interact with other stuff. But for the book, asking it to write and asking it its age and where it's at and that kind of stuff, it would need to be alone. With this ghost, we were lucky enough that Robert likes people who are alone. No, this one isn't a lone ghost. Never mind. Alright, and you have the key for the house. That lets you in the house once we drop the door. And on amateur, the clock right here, the 5 minutes, is for your setup time before the ghost is supposed to start to haunt. They will actually haunt a little sooner than that if you go in there screaming their names and stuff like that. If you go to intermediate, it only gives you 2 minutes. And once you get to the professional levels, which we'll be doing later tonight, you have no time for setup. It will start haunting right away. So you have to be really good on your toes of finding all the evidence as fast as you can. But for right now, we got a flashlight, we got the thermometer. I'm going to grab a regular camera because that's normally the 3 items I grab. Let's unmute and go see what we can do. Alright, y'all, let's do this.
Right.
Let's see, did I set? Yep, those are all set up.
And how do you light your smudge stick with the lighter?
Yep, you have to have a lighter on you and then a smudge stick in a different slot, and you can have the smudge stick out in your hand like my thermometer is, and then you hit F and it will light it. So, or you can have somebody hold the lighter, somebody have the smudge stick, and they can light your smudge stick for you, so that each of you can still have your camera on you and your flashlight. You'll always want to have a flashlight because your flashlight will start to flash when the haunt sets off.
Now with your spirit box,
Oh yeah, that's a good point. The spirit box. They only talk if the lights in the room that they're haunting is off and there's no light bleeding into the room. Like if it's in a living room and the kitchen light is on and it bleeds into the living room, you've got to make sure that kitchen light's off also. They want it to be dark when they go to talking in this thing. Alright, let's go set up and show them how stuff works. Alright, and to get out of the van, you hit this little keypad right here, which is left click for us on PCs. And T is your flashlight on and off when you have it not in your actual hand. And you see the lock on the door, and you click it, open it up, and it's just pushed through. It will turn the light, grab the key for the car, because that will let you know if they make the car go off. That will let you know that you can turn the alarm off on the car. Alright, I don't see a bone. We are looking for temperature right now. We're looking for a bone. We're looking for a Ouija board. Well, it's all extra money for interactive. I'm getting 10 out here in the garage. Alright, so you see how the thermometer is jumping around? Right now it is hitting number 9s and 10s. That lets me know it's over in this area. Is it the back baby room? Does not look like it. It looks like it is the hallway. So we already know where it's at. And in the bathrooms where the balled up, I'm guessing the towel is, you gotta look at it good because they'll sometimes have the bone just barely sticking out of it. So is it these two hallways again?
Yes.
Ooh, I hit a 4, so maybe. Ooh, there's the bone. And that's what you're looking for. You just want to take a picture of it, check your book, they count it as a bone, and then hit E to collect the bone. Now if the ghost is hunting, you'll see me mute up my mic because they will hear you talk through your mic even though you've got it on push to talk. Your mic's still active and they will hear you. So that, see, they're laying out the stuff. You turn it on, you can drop them. Book you just lay out. That will let them, they're a bring in, drop item. You check them as you go through. Alright, did we find a Ouija board?
Not yet.
I'm going to check the garage again. Did anybody go down in the basement? Nope. I'm going to go down in the basement.
Where are you?
And there is Doc asking the ghost where he's at. Hopefully we can get answers.
How old are you?
And I'm pretty sure we're going to get freezing temps just because I get a 4. Alright, I saw no Ouija board.
What do you want?
So we're going to scroll back up. Now once you're buying items in, you can just drop them with G. You ain't got to worry about taking them out. How old are you? Oh yeah, seeing my breath, so we already got freezing temps.
Motion sensor is off the board.
So freezing temps, I go that way because I know that's the way to go through it. 5 EMF. Alright, I'm going to step out so I can, as long as you don't hear the white noise, you're pretty safe. So we have a chance for a phantom or banshee. So we'll go back to the front of our book. Go to banshee. We need fingerprints. Phantom, we need ghost orbs. So let's go get some cameras set up.
We have fingerprints.
Oh, we do?
Yep.
I am coming back, Doc, because I got a camera on me.
We have a banshee.
We have a banshee. And there's your fingerprint. Yep. I'm going to kill that so you can see it a little better. Boom. You pull it up in your book. And it says fingerprints. That lets you know you got it. Alrighty. So we got freezing temps, fingerprints. And you go back over to your evidence, put in fingerprints.
I'm gonna smudge real quick so if it's off our board.
Yep. Well, let me do that, Doc.
Oh,
All
there's
right.
another one on the truck.
Yep. So once you enter in your 3 evidences, now you can only have a banshee, so you know what kind of ghost it is. Now, let's see, all of our evidence is gone, or objectives, except for the top one. The top one will not go off the board until you leave, which is what the red lighting down here at the bottom means. Alright, so I'm going to go drop this in here so that my camera is in the house. Right there. I'm going to grab a smudge stick and a lighter so I can show y'all how this works. So we'll grab this and we'll grab this. Alright, so what's our sanity at? We're still all pretty good at 80%. Not too bad, and you can see the motion sensors working on the main hallway. Oh, that was you going through it. Yep, they light up. That lets you know. In different houses, you can go to the, like where I went down in the basement. There's the basement. There's the main floor again. Some houses even has a second floor or an attic, so you can go through all the floors of those. So let's go over here and smudge again. Have we put the crucifixes in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. You don't need your lighter lit. You just need it on you. Then you hit F once you get to this area.
Oh.
I don't know, I couldn't get fast enough.
Yeah,
Okay, but
sorry.
that was the ghost. Ooh. Sorry, chat. I don't do ghost hunting very well.
So, yeah, she wants to spawn right on that crucifix.
Yep, and that's why there's a fingerprint right there. Alright, so that's a 3. But yep, once you do that, you can just drop that in there. I'm going to drop the lighter over here. Whoop, G, so it's there. We're going to go out. Have we got salt in there?
Yeah, that's salt.
No.
There's the one thing of salt left.
Alright. The only thing I don't like that I wish they would fix is when you scroll across your flashlight and back, your flashlight goes off. So we're going to grab some salt.
It's got a footprint in it.
Alright.
That should have counted.
Got some hot breath.
Ooh, Doc got a picture of the ghost.
Nice.
Yes.
That's all money. Ooh, look at the footprints. Now, you come in here, you hit F to drop it down. And you just chunky empty. Same way with putting the motion sensors on the wall. Is you just look at the wall and hit F to mount them. G drops stuff. F mounts it.
And what about a stick?
Glow stick.
Yeah.
I think it's just right click to snap it. Is there
It
one?
is right click to snap it.
Is there one left on the?
On the truck?
Yeah. All right, let me go grab that.
No, there isn't one on the truck.
Oh. Huh.
Oh no, where'd the second one go then?
I know. I grabbed that one and put it by the.
Oh wait, I got it here. Let me drop it. I haven't turned it on yet. I'm sorry.
Whoop, pick it up.
I don't know when I put that up.
You crack it. Oh no, it's right click to crack it. And then you come up here and just drop that down. Ooh, there's more fingerprints right there, Doc. Turn your light off. Boom, see if that counted. Oh yeah, fingerprint evidence. Even though we got fingerprints over here, since that's a different location, Oh, is that pinging out? Nope, nope, it's only 3. Okay, I'm gonna skip up that.
Can you turn on the water? Robert, can you turn on the water for us?
Now the wife is asking for the ghost to turn on water. If you can get a picture of the dirty water, that's also more money.
Robert, can you turn on the water, please? We're thirsty.
Right here on this mouse is where you change the cameras that are in the house. And if you're looking, you see how you can see when she moves around those little smoke orbs. That lets you know that it is freezing temps. That's another way to tell that you have freezing temps. And you can also see the handprint on the doorway, which lets you know you have fingerprints. Those are just little
He just walked.
tips and tricks that you can see other stuff other than just ghost orbs. All right.
Turn on the water.
What are we looking like? We're all
We got everything. We're just
60.
looking for water.
But that is all we have to do the house. We have all of our evidence, and dirty water is not guaranteed, even though it could be your objective. The Ouija board, which we didn't find, is not always guaranteed. I think the bone is. It's just sometimes finding it. I think that's it. Other than that, it's just trying to get it to haunt, baby. But other than that, I say we're done.
Okay.
'Cause you don't have to get the ghost to haunt. Some people like to, but we have all of our evidence. We've already got a picture. If you haven't got a picture of it, that's when you try to stand in there and say its name over and over. Like, Robert, where are you? Is it Robert? Yep, Robert Brown. The more you say the name of the ghost, the more agitated it'll get and the more it'll haunt. But since we got all of our evidence,
Keep changing the interactions. Like recently now I know that doors, if they move a door, if you're quick enough, you can get it as an interaction, not guaranteed.
same way with the phone.
If they throw the book, even if it's not written, if they throw that book, take a picture of it.
Oh.
That is an interaction. If the ghost appears and disappears, still take a picture. That is
That's an
considered an interaction.
Yeah, even if you don't get a picture of it, if you're right behind it disappearing, it can be considered an interaction. All right, so we like to make sure that we have everybody's got the same thing. We've got our evidence, freezing temps, EMF 5, fingerprints, and the only ghost it can be is a banshee, so you got to have that marked. You get that. You don't have to have these marked, as long as you have the right ghost marked. When we leave, we get paid for it. Now that we're on amateur, and our clock has hit 0, which is why it started to haunt and do that kind of stuff, we can leave.
You're a quiet boy. He's not very active.
Yeah. Now to leave, you do the same thing. You make sure everybody has it marked, and then you hit this box. But bye, Robert. He came and showed himself, gave us our evidence nice and quick, and then you hit the button, left click it, and we're out. Now let's see if we got the right ghost. See how much we get paid. Now the harder the levels, like once you get to amateur to intermediate to professional, but yeah, your multipliers goes up, which is nice. So it was a banshee. We got all of our objectives. We got our pictures. We got our bone evidence. So we made $75 on an amateur house, which was easy.
Pretty good.
Then you go back to your board, select your next job, Tanglewood. Now this one's a professional, so it'll be in their same house, just without the 5-minute setup. And that's all there is to the game. Nice, easy, quick, simple games. You hop on, do a couple houses, have some fun with some friends, scare the crap out of each other. Now here's the cool part. If you die, you can pick up stuff, and your partners don't see it until you hit G to throw it, So if they're still in the house trying to get evidence and you've already died, or they're trying to get bonus money, you can pick up like pictures and cups and just walk by them. The cool thing is if you pick up stuff that's in that room with them, then it'll make more sense for it to be thrown at them. And that gets them too. But that's as easy as the houses are. That's simple. We got lucky that none of us died. Thank you for joining me. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video from my live feed on Twitch. Again, in the links in the description below. And until the next time, have a good one.